So here's Paul, and he looks at Timothy, and he says, be strong in grace. And in order to be strong in grace, run like an athlete. What was he talking about? He's talking about three things that you and I have got to do. Number one, we must be sure of our salvation. An athlete was an athlete. What Paul was saying is he was holding up this person, and he was saying, here is an athlete. Any questions? You know, I look out, I love our coaches, man. You get around some of our great coaches. You know, if I was coaching today, I would probably get that football player or basketball player, whatever it is, and I'd say, stand up, man. They stand up, I say, what kind of game do you play? Well, I play football. I say, well, then be a football player. I mean, good grief. Football players need to play football. Any questions? So I'm standing here today, not because I'm your pastor or because I'm your friend. I'm standing here today and saying to you that I'm a Christian man. I'm a sinner saved by the grace of God. I've trusted Jesus. I've repented of my sin. By faith, I've accepted him into my heart. I'm a Christian man. Paul is saying to me, well, are you sure of that? Yes, sir. I'm a Christian man. Well, be a Christian. See, folks, can I say this very lovingly? I say this with such love in my heart. That's the thing about church. Do you know that Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, if you don't know who Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi was, he was known for short Mahatma Gandhi. He was the great pacifist Indian leader who espoused the whole system of satyagraha, which was the peace movement or passive resistance. His name is hallowed all across the continent of India. Well, Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi said, the only reason I will never become a Christian is because of other Christians. Run like an athlete. Be sure of your salvation. Stand up and be counted. You want to operate in the full strength of God's grace? Be sure of who you are in Christ. I pray every day, Lord, you know, folks, it's not a matter of me saying, no, I don't want to do that. I just don't want to do that. I'm a Christian man. Why do I need to go and soak my head in that barrel of junk? You call yourself a Christian, but you're fraternizing and carrying on with all the pagans during the week. You're sitting here today looking all nice and spiritual and cleaned up. But as soon as you get out there into the world, your mouth doesn't sound any different. You're sitting there putting it back with everybody else. You're telling the same filthy jokes. You're watching the same things. You're acting like the world. You're behaving like the world. That's what he's saying here. No wonder you're so miserable. No wonder you're struggling so much. Get a life. Decide who you are. Run like an athlete.